Before the battle began, before the first sword was raised, the Celts believed another presence was already watching.
Her name was the Morrigan.
But calling her simply a goddess of war misses what makes her story so fascinating.
In Irish tradition, her power was also connected to kingship, the mysterious force that could determine who was worthy to rule. She belonged to a world where warriors sought glory, kings fought for territory, and prophecy could change the fate of an entire kingdom. And one creature appeared again and again in stories connected with her: the Raven. She could appear as a mysterious woman, a supernatural being, or a bird watching silently from above. To some warriors, her appearance could mean victory. To others, it could be a warning that death was near.
One of the heroes most closely connected with her was Cuchulain, the legendary warrior of Ulster.
According to the tales, the Morrigan approached him, but the warrior did not recognize the danger behind her words.
She offered warnings, but Cuchulain refused to bend. And from that moment, their stories became intertwined.
Because the Morrigan was not simply watching the battle. In the stories, she could become part of the battle itself. Cuchulain was one of the greatest warriors in Irish legend. But even he could not escape the attention of the Morrigan.
One day, she appeared before him in human form and warned him about the path he was choosing.
But Cuchulain refused to submit. He believed his own courage could overcome whatever fate placed before him.
The Morrigan did not forget the insult.
In one famous episode, she transformed herself into a heifer and appeared in Cuchulain's path. The encounter became a supernatural struggle between the warrior and the goddess.
The Morrigan was not limited to one shape. In the stories, she could appear as different creatures, using transformation to influence events.
But the raven remained her most powerful symbol, the creature watching silently from above the battlefield.
To the ancient storytellers, war was not only about strength. Fate could turn in a single moment.
And Cuchulain repeatedly found himself standing where the odds seemed impossible. The Morrigan's presence became a reminder that even the strongest hero could not simply command his own destiny. In the legends, her relationship with Cuchulain moved toward tragedy. The warrior's fate was becoming impossible to escape. And when the final battle came, the Morrigan would be there, not necessarily to fight with a sword, but to witness the destiny of a hero. Cuchulain's greatest battles were behind him. Now came the fight from which the legendary warrior would not return. The stories surrounding his final days are filled with omens, signs that his fate was already approaching. And somewhere within that web of prophecy stood the Morrigan, the mysterious figure associated with war and destiny. Cuchulain continued fighting, even as his strength began to fail. He refused to collapse. Even in defeat, the hero of Ulster would not surrender his dignity. In the legendary account, he finally bound himself to a standing stone so that he could die on his feet. Then a raven came and settled upon him, a haunting image that became forever connected with his death.
For later generations, the raven became one of the most enduring associated with.
But the Morrigan was never simply a goddess who brought death. Her mythology was also tied to sovereignty, the power and legitimacy of kings.
That is what makes her so difficult to define. She could represent destruction, but also power, prophetess.
The people who first told these stories are long gone. Their world disappeared, but the Morrigan survived through
You may choose how you fight.